Good morning everybody, welcome back to the channel. Back in December I announced that I wasn't going to be doing any paid promotion stuff on the channel anymore. Maybe sponsorships, but certainly not like free products and stuff like that. But I also announced at the time that I still had one more thing to do, and UK Custom Covers kindly sent me some more seat covers for the van. I've had these now for a few months and I thought it were about time I got my finger out and got these bad boys installed. I've got my mate Josh coming round. He's got a T5.1 and it's not because I don't want these in my van. I absolutely do. These are like upgraded versions. There's so many things on these that I absolutely like from an install point of view. And like the plushness, they're a little bit softer and nicer. But I like the ones that UK Custom Covers sent me that much that I don't want to take them off. I actually want to keep them on and them stay there, you know, and honestly, I like them that much. And it's not because I was sent them for free. I mean, I'm sure there's like 10% of me that's like, well, they were free, so then I like them even more. I think that's the Yorkshireman in me, but genuinely I love them that much because the Bentley stitching on those ones matches the Bentley stitching on my pop-top ceiling, so it works. You've seen them in videos before, and I'll do some B-roll now so you can have a look at them if it's the first time you're ever watching this. If it is the first time you're ever watching this channel, then please like and subscribe below. Thank you very much. But anyway, going back to these seat covers, there's been some upgrades or changes which will hopefully make the install process a little bit easier. Fingers crossed, eh? So there are no wires or anything like that underneath. It's like a tube in this bit, which I'm guessing tucks in, because that's like the bottom half there. I'm guessing that tucks into the trim and holds it in place. And then this bit here, I think, goes onto the bit, do you know that you pull to move your sit backwards and forwards? I think that clips on there to hold it in place and stuff. So, I don't know, maybe this is the future of seat cover installs. I've no idea. And what I'm going to do as well is I'm going to get Josh to give me his ultimate opinion on them after a few months, and I'll let you know in a future video. If I've already done that video, then I'll put a link up here or wherever it appears or down below. But obviously that's not going to be for a few months as of today's video. One other thing that I've noticed as well is the headrests. I've got very similar ones obviously, but the way that they attach is slightly different, and I think better. So on these ones, in fact, I'll tell you on mine, it's just 2 strips of Velcro, which work absolutely fine, and I've cut them down so you can't see them. But this is like the full strip of Velcro, which I think personally will look a little bit snazzier and a little bit more stock when it's together. Does that make sense? So hopefully that's how that works. They have sent me the armrests and stuff, and I'll let Josh have those because, you know, I don't know whether he's going to upgrade his van at some point to have armrests. I don't even know if he's got armrests, I'll be honest with you. I've never really noticed. Obviously the usual stuff. I've got the double chair swivel thing, both back and front. One thing that has changed on the back of these seats is there is a pocket now. So happy days. I do miss that on the other ones because having like the pockets and stuff would help put maps and, you know, dog leads, things like that. So yeah, I think that's I'm kind of, I don't know, I spent a lot of time thinking about this because I really like these, and I thought there's so many different little upgrades that are perfect for my van, but it still comes back to the Bentley stitching and the matchy, and I like things that match in the van, so that's why I'm keeping mine. Not only that, I'd have to take mine off to then put these on, to then take these off, to put the old ones back on again, and that's like a lot of faff. Let's have a look at these. So this is the double swivel back. Front there, so you've got the double swivel bit there with all the holes there for the headrests are a lot smaller as well, so they are going to look way more stock than the other ones. Right, let's go get these bad boys installed. Right, so it begins. Turns out he does have armrests, so hopefully they'll fit on there. He's got some stitches and steel covers on, and he does actually have kind of leather seats already in here over the stock ones, but
they're a little bit damaged, a little bit torn, so I understand why you want some newer ones. So let's get these stitches and steel covers off, and let's see if the seat covers that I've got fit his van. Right, so there's the first one. So I think what we're going to do is get, this is the difficult chair, so let's see if we can get this bit on first without having to take the chair out. Right, let's give that a go. Right, so here's the seat. Earlier on in the video when I said this goes on the bit that you pull to put your seat backwards and forwards, it doesn't. There's another bar underneath. I'll show you that in a bit of B-roll now. See, I think that is how that goes on. But I think we'll do the back side first and tuck that in. Get that in firmly, and then see if I can get these bad boys, these little tubey things, tucked into the trim. No idea. As with everything on this channel, don't do what I do. Do your research. This is basically for entertainment purposes only. Right, so fingers crossed. Let's send that back, I reckon. Get a bit more room under there if I can. Yes. Right, so that's definitely that. Okay. It's really difficult. Much swearing is gonna happen soon. I hope I don't have to take the seat out. Which, if I don't have to take the seat out, this would be next level. Because not having to take the seat out is perfect. Just makes the whole install process a lot nicer. You just pop off. That's not there we go. Right. Ah, you little fuck. There we go. But there's like a bar here that's built in, which tucks in to there. Now, swear I'm not going to swear. 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 Right, so this here, this bar needs to go under this trim, and it's proving to be a bit difficult, but at least I've not had to take the seat off yet. Worst case scenario, I have to take this trim off, but if I can get it in, that's what she said, without taking this trim off, then it should be happy days. So I'm going to keep persevering, because perseverance is what you need if you want to be a record breaker. Should go in. Oh, we got penetration. Trim off. Right. Right then, it's gone in. I did have to pull this trim off a little bit, so I just need to just pop that back on. But it tucked in with a bit of force it tucked in eventually. So yeah, that's that side done. Just need to do the other side, and then we can go on to the back of this and see how that goes. Right, a couple of sweary moments, but I think I'm in. So I'll show you underneath now. I don't know if you can see this. I hope you can. Let me just turn this light on because you might be able to see better. So this bit here, there's a bar here and then a bar further back. Now it stretches all the way to the bar, which is further back, which gives it a nice smooth and tight fit. So yeah, the seat doesn't have to come off, which is genius. It's time now to do the driver's side. Back. I think is that one there. Yes, nice. Right, so sorry about the dodgy camera angle. This is not my van. I'm not used to this one. It's slightly different, and I've got no mounts for my cameras. Anyway, right. Oh, of course, this needs to come off. So take that off. We're going to need that off anyway to cover it. Although to be fair, the cover that's on there looks all right, but we'll put them on obviously so you see it going on. Right, so then it should go over here. And it should go around the. There's like a cutout down here for the armrests. That's all good. Locking snazzy. There's Velcro on this bit. Right, okay, so you could take off the trims, which would make it a little bit easier for yourself, but you know, I'm also showing you that you can do this without taking the trims off as well. So there's another bar that needs to tuck under there. So good luck, Cole. That's that's going to be easy. Much swearing to be done yet. Just to go under there. Right, I hope this bit makes sense. But see this? So this is where this comes down. And if I were to just pull it and put the trim back on, you wouldn't be able to get to this hole. So what I've done is I've slotted it behind this metal bracket. Should we do that again so you can see what I'm doing? Look here, this is the piece that pulls down. Now if I just pull that down and put the trim back on again, it's going to be in the way of this hole that the trim needs to attach to. Now over here is where I've done it and I've slotted it in. It took a bit of faff, but eventually it's slotted in behind there, which means that the trim tool can go through there and through that hole and reattach absolutely fine. So I'm going to do that to the other side. Quiff is way out of control. I think it needs cutting. I'm going to do that to the other side and then get the trim back on properly because it just wasn't going on before. But it's pulling it nice and tight. It looks nice and lovely and snazzy, so I'm well happy with it so far. I think Josh is going to love this. But yeah, more swearing to be had. Let's crack on. Turns out that went in actually easier than I thought. But now it's properly in and looking snazzy. I think one thing I like about these versus the ones I've got is they tuck fully under here, so that's completely like stock now. That looks really nice. I like that. That's a lovely bit like that. Done and dusted. Oh, nice. And you can see creases here, but they do come out. You know from my seats that the creases come out just because of packaging, and they've been obviously sat in my studio for a while, so that means that eventually those creases will come out and they'll get like settled in just like mine have. Oh, nice. It's looking good so far. So far so good. We've got the driver's seat, sorry if the sun's in the way and stuff, but we've got the driver's seat pretty much in. Just needs a bit of faffage, just messing around with it, making sure it's tucked in properly, but we should all be good. Just need to get this bit sorted and we're all good. Nice. So the ultimate worry is that because that one went so well, this one's not going to go so well. I mean, on camera I bet these look really nice actually. I mean, they're actually not in that bad a condition, I'll be perfectly honest with you. But, you know, Josh wants these covers on, so I can put these covers on for Josh, that's fine. There are 2 clips, like in the other version, to put on, but let's see if I can get this one on without doing much swearings. If anything, it'll protect the seats underneath, but also will give it a nice look and be a little bit comfier, I suppose. Yeah, always go on front first and then pull tight over the back. Ah, it's a lovely fit. Love that. It genuinely is a super lovely fit. I love doing this one because this is like, yeah, this is the easy one. So it just needs that pulling on there and then hooking on there. So let's get these clippy clips. Got 2 clips here, like this, and then there's like a, oh don't drop it, there's a bar just on here that these hook onto and then clip into these. So let's do that now. There we go, so that's onto there nicely. I'm going to twist it round so then it adds more tension. There we go, look at that. Nice. I actually prefer the way that this is attached to my one. Yeah, I prefer that so much better. Okay. Still goes on, still goes in. Nice. Right, as before, easier if you can swivel your seat. Not only that, it means you can get off your headrest, otherwise it won't come off. Right, so something I didn't show you on the last install was the bit that you must do is get it underneath the what's it called, seatbelt. You tuck it under, so you pull the seatbelt out like that, and then your seatbelt is there. Make sure you do that first before you tie it all down, otherwise you're not going to have a seatbelt. So I think the hardest bit of the whole install has been getting the little tiny holes around this. These don't come off, and because it's not my van I don't want to force them off. If it were my van I'd pop them off, and if they broke I'd get a new bit, but because it's not my van I don't really want to do that. But yeah, getting those round there, I've had a right finger workout, that's what she said. Now there's a right way to put them on and there's a wrong way to put them on. Now I've done the wrong way on one and I've done the correct way on the other. So the correct way is with the Velcro bit. If you see here, there's like a longer piece here that goes to the front, and then these bits can curve around this section here and glue up there with the Velcro, and then it goes all the way under and looks nice. The wrong way to do it is this, because then it looks a little bit messier. These are in the way of all this, and it doesn't quite look right on the front. So just so you know, that's the way around they go. It's easier to put the headrest covers on while the headrest is still in place than it is to take it off because I just sort of try it and see if it worked, and it did. So yeah, putting the headrests on and taking them off is just way easier. Obviously it's one-handed, but in fact I'll pop you down and I'll show you. Yeah, so much easier. And then to get it back on again, it's like putting a shower cap on, I suppose. Not a shower cap, a swimming cap. So centralized. This will make more sense. So you see these little recesses here, they fit under that bit like that. So if it was the wrong way around, it wouldn't work. Right, thoughts on these covers. The covers are really well made. They look amazing. The stitching is brilliant. You know, it's the same quality as the ones that I've got in my van. They're slightly more padded, so it feels a little bit nicer on your bottom when you're sat in the van. They do go on a heck of a lot easier. There's still faff, there's still swearing, and I still bent my nail back, which I couldn't put that on video because the swearing was definitely not for this family show. But they do go on a lot easier. I didn't have to take his driver's seat out, which I did have to do with mine, because of the way that the hooks go in and they pull them tight and stuff like that. I liked the system with the bars that they hooked in and pushed in. That's a brilliant little idea, and I liked the way that it tucked underneath and then attached to the strut bar underneath the driver's seat. I thought that was a nice little touch as well. As far as the fitting goes, i.e. like how well does it look when it's fit, as I mentioned earlier in the video, these seats have already been reupholstered, so there's a slight different shape to these than your stock ones. So just bear that in mind. If you've already had your seats reupholstered, they might not fit as brilliantly or as tightly or as perfectly as if it was the stock fabric ones, because I think that the stock fabric ones, like on mine, it fits with the contours and things like that. So yeah, just bear that in mind if you've already got covered seats. Who are you looking at? I love it when people do that when I'm talking to camera. He basically just pulled up to the left. He's like, oh, what another January day, and I'm out here in just the jumper. It's properly nice, isn't it? Right, I think that covers it for everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you this van and the seat covers. We're going to do some inspirational music over it, and everyone's a winner, baby, that's the truth. Thanks for watching, and momentous occasion. I could do with like some champagne or something like that, couldn't I? Because this is a momentous occasion, my final product placement video. Yeah, right. See you, bye.